Okay, all right. Okay, guys. Good evening to all. I am Dr. Harsh Hirani. I am a practicing diabetologist, diabetes specialist in Hyderabad, and also a musician. I am a drummer. I have been in the music industry for last 13 years, performing across Gujarat as well as some parts of the country. My band is Voyagers, the band. I've been founder as well as the event director, running it for the last 13 years. All right. So today, as we can see, Corona is on a big high. Everywhere, everything around is Corona, Corona, Corona. Right. So what does the word Corona mean? Basically, Corona is a, a crown. The meaning of Corona word is crown in Greek. Why is this virus given Corona, the crown? Because the shape of it looks like a crown. And WHO 2019 has declared it as a COVID disease and a pandemic. Means everywhere around the world this disease is spreading. Plus, there is no defined clear-cut treatment of it till now. That is the thing, and it is spreading excessively. Now, I would like to put some light on the disease. The disease is what? It is severe acute respiratory syndrome, and basically respiratory system is the target in the end stage of this disease, and the respiratory failure leads to ultimate worst complications of the disease. Now, how does it spread? As we have seen in last many weeks, so many posts and all, everything is much clear to all, but I'd just like to emphasize one more time: person to person spread is the commonest spread. Most common spread is through the touching of the infected parts because of droplets, sneezing, cough, the parts of surroundings where they are there. If you touch it, the contamination occurs. Along with that, in 95% cases, the symptoms generally start to appear between 12 to 14 days on an average. In some cases, even early. But majority of the cases start to appear after 12 to 14 days of the suspected contact. Unfortunately, there's no way to know when you got contacted. That is the reality. Symptoms, meaning what are the features? क्या उसके लक्षण है? जो सबसे कॉमन लक्षण उसके है फीवर, कफ और शॉर्टनेस ऑफ ब्रेथ. ये तीन सबसे कॉमन है. इसके अलावा हेडेक, पूरा मसल पेन, full generalized tiredness in the body, even this is common. Recently, even speculations have been made that sense of smell as well as the taste loss has been seen as a very early symptom. Now, if you have any of these symptoms, please feel free to contact your nearby doctor and nearby hospital. Please get tested, because this disease, the biggest threat is the spread. That is the thing. I'd like to conclude, being a diabetes specialist, for diabetes patients, what is the important care to be taken? Now, diabetes is a proven risk factor for corona disease spread. The diabetes population is at a very high risk to get coronavirus disease 2019. Now, what care is to be taken additionally for diabetes patients? Additional care requires self-quarantine. Suppose, say, you have 4 people in a house. If you are a diabetic, stay as much as possible in the room. Don't go out to get the things and all. If possible, you can send the other person of the family. After the 21-day lockdown, please try to stay even further as much as possible inside your confinement home. Avoid exposure as much as possible even after the lockdown finishes, because it's a high risk. Second thing what you can do is, if you have not taken vaccine, now you'll be surprised to know vaccine in adults is also there for diabetes patients. If you have not taken, please after the lockdown, you can contact your doctor for 2 vaccines. One is pneumococcal vaccine and other one is influenza vaccine. Why these 2 vaccines are important is, these 2 diseases, both of these are occurring in lungs only. Lungs are common target of corona also. So along with corona, these 2 diseases can also occur to you if you are a diabetic. So these 2 vaccination is very important. After the lockdown, you must contact your doctor and get it taken if you have not taken right now. Right? Any age person can take this vaccine. Most of the death cases in Italy and Spain have been in elderly population. Now, why this is very important to discuss is, our family, typically the elderly, we are very difficult. It's very difficult for us to explain them the seriousness of the situation. They tend to go out for walking and everything. Now, majority of the people at risk for corona are elderly. So once you have to make your elderly parents, grandparents sit and make them understand the seriousness of the situation. And once again, I repeat, even after the lockdown, you have to avoid them as much as you can going out from the house. That is a takeaway, right? All right. Now, about the hygiene, hand hygiene, social distancing, staying within the home, these all things have been so much discussed and all are very, very important. So whatever government guidelines are there presently, you have to strictly follow. And after 21-day lockdown, it doesn't mean that you start going to Domino's and all, KFC and everything. You just start going for movies and all, gardens and all. No, you have to start slowly. Wait for government directive, then only you start going. Otherwise, we will fall in a second stage of severe infection. So even after the lockdown, as per the government directive, avoid as much less outing as possible. Okay, that is one very important takeaway. This is the third time I am mentioning that even after lockdown, we have to be careful, right? Now, enough of the physical side of the disease. Now, let's talk about the mental health. Now, mental health. See, we are not traditionally, trained to be inside home for 21 days like this. So it's a big change and a very difficult situation for everybody. Not just kids, not just elderly, but for all age groups. And definitely, some way or other, knowingly or unknowingly, there is a kind of stress and anxiety building inside you. Because a lot of the news are there, a lot of the negative other information is there, everything is there, no matter how real it is, but it has its effect on the mental health. Now, we need to calm our mind, and literally nothing can be better than music to relieve the anxiety and the stress of the current situation. Now, I'll be very, very specific in this because I've been very passionate about studying music and its positive effects on your mind. Now, why I tell you this is because in Denmark, a group led by Dr. David, it's a Mind Lab group. They've done a big research on the effect of music in reduction of anxiety and other related stress and all those things. You'll be surprised to know there is one song, I'll repeat, there's one song called Weightless by a group called Marconi Union. I'll repeat, Weightless, Weightless, Weightless by Marconi Union, Marconiunion. Now, this one song, they've tested thousands and thousands of songs on so many patients with depression in a very systemic, scientific way. This is available online also. You can check in Google and all other sources. So they did a full scientific research. Now, out of so many thousands and thousands of songs, this one song reached the top level of having maximum reduction in stress and anxiety. So now this song has known to reduce 65% of your anxiety. So what I suggest is after watching this video, immediately go on to YouTube and open that song, Weightless by Marconi Union. Now you have to hear it on your headphones or earphones, then only you will get the effect. What I advise and suggest is daily 2 to 3 times you hear this song with your closed eyes and breathe deeply, calmly. Your stress will reduce down nicely, very nicely. Okay, this is a very, very important takeaway. Now, apart from this, there are also other top 10 songs which have been listed by this study group, this Mind Lab group itself in UK, of so many songs worldwide. And this list of songs we'll be sharing very soon on our webpage, as well as we'll be sharing it in the comment section. So you can just follow up and just. So what I say is, along with your daily activities, have a habit of listening to good music, because good music is a definite excellent stress buster, and not just stress buster, it is also anxiety buster. So both the things you target by music. Now, after this video, there will be a small 1-minute drum solo from one of my rehearsal few months back, because now we are in quarantine, my studio and all is locked up. So I'll be sharing one small clip. So just enjoy the music and stay safe, stay home, stay quarantined, and stay at peace and stay anxiety free. Listen to good music. we'll try to make one thing, that every day we'll put 5, 5, 6 best songs on this page, and maybe you can keep on checking our fan page, the United Music Club fan page, to get an update and stay in the best music listener zone, right? So I'd like to thank you for your patient listening. Thank you again, and wish you all a very best time ahead. And let's pray that the corona pandemic ends very soon. Thank you.